Yo, what's good? It's 310babii, man. Check me on the Bootleg Kev podcast. Like what? Like bah.
Yo, man, Bootleg Kev show, special guest. He's here. His new album is officially out right now. 310babii.
310babii, man. What's good, Kev?
First of all, welcome to adulthood. The last time we did an interview, you were definitively going to school Monday through Friday, doing stuff when you were not in school. Like, you were kind of like navigating your music career around being a high school student.
Yes, sir. Figuring it out.
Since then, you've graduated. So congrats.
Thank you, man.
And now you're, you're of age.
18.
18. How's it feel, man?
To be 18?
Yeah, is it like anything change? I mean, you've been kind of like living like an adult before, having fucking gold records and platinum records and such as a high school senior.
Man, to be 18 today and do what I've done, it's amazing. I'm extremely grateful. And it's just so much more to be done. Shit. It doesn't feel like it's adulthood, though. I feel like, because before I was 18, the club shit.
You're already going to the club. You're already doing all that stuff anyway.
Getting booked, and now I'm used to that shit. Now that shit's not nothing.
Yeah. Nothing special is really happening. It's not like you're buying vapes or cigarettes, because that would be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, hey, at least now you're like, you could like register to be in the Army if you wanted to.
Vote.
Vote? You could vote.
If I wanted.
Yeah, you should vote. Everyone should vote.
Yeah.
No matter what side of the, spectrum you're on, vote. It's a lot of people have died for that right, I think. I don't know. Anyway, man, congrats, though, on everything. It's been dope to see. You know what's crazy is I think you and your team are so good at, like, I feel like you're an amazing marketer, and everything that you do seems to be very, like, on purpose and with intent. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like you've started to kind of figure out, because once you fall into a record like Soak City, like, you're just like learning on the go. Like, do you feel like you're finally kind of getting like a real understanding of this music shit and just the industry? And
bro, like, I'm learning that this shit is not as hard as, like, it's hard and shit, like, to succeed at the highest level.
Right.
But I'm learning that a lot of this shit is just like, it'd be really just 1 + 2 = 3. But like, niggas that like, it took them a long ass time to get to the top, they're not gonna tell you it's just 1 + 2 = 3, nigga. They're gonna make it overly complicated. But this shit, it's not that. Like, it's not, to me, it's like, it's not that much. It's not too much of a secret sauce. It's just like, okay, is this artist gonna be on top of this shit? Mm-hmm. Is he gonna have a nice routine to where he can stay focused? Because there's so much success and so much coming at you. Are you gonna continue to develop and go up creatively? Yes. Are you gonna get burnt out? You know what I mean? It's all that type of shit. That's really what it is. It's really just your focus.
Yeah, would you say, because I think what you just said is great, because most artists would feel like, if you're an up and coming artist, first of all, music has to resonate and be good. That's the number one thing, right? So without that, like, it doesn't matter, right? But if you do have a good product, I do feel like there are artists who overcomplicate the process of the music industry and
that's what I'm saying.
It. And then they also kind of like will psych themselves out from dropping music, or psych themselves out from dropping a piece of content, or maybe they drop a piece of content and it doesn't perform well, and so then they give up, as opposed to just doing more of that. Like, what would you say has kind of been the 1 + 1 = 2 strategy that you guys have been able to implement? Because for whatever reason, anytime you guys decide like, hey, this is our song we're going to focus on, it does really well. So
I mean, I think I'm just in my bag right now. Like, I'm in my pocket. Like, I know what's gonna work, and not necessarily like, oh, I know it's gonna be a hit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, I know what I should drop. Like, I know, like, okay, Rock Hips had to come out at that time.
Right.
Did we know it would do exactly what it did? No. But, like, my friends were telling me it's hard, so let's drop that shit.
Right.
They told me Soak City was hard, drop that shit. They told me everything else was hard, I dropped it. They gonna tell me what's right. They're not gonna leave me wrong.
But, like, once you put the music, okay, so let's say you're like, okay, Rock Your Hips. Obviously, you did the remix with Saweetie. The original's got Blue Bucks and OhGeesy on it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, like, what are the things that, I mean, because obviously you're with Empire, so they have, like, a great digital team. But, like, for you as an artist, like, what are the things that you're like, okay, it's album time. We're going to put out this song. I I know that I'm not the only, like, you're not the only variable involved when you put out music, but for the things that you're responsible for the things that you can control when it comes to pushing music, what are those things like that you feel like you've figured it out?
I would say like, and when it comes to like when it comes to making these albums, it's like it's a lot easier to just put some shit together based off what you already have rather than trying to cook. Okay, like this album's called 310 Degrees. Let's make 310 Degrees music. Mm-hmm. No, like let's grab the songs.
See what we got,
right?
And like we've been working on,
right? That's what we do. Like, I mean, and shit. That's what's crazy is that's what I did for Lottery Pick. Like before I had the team and all that shit. Right. But like, I'm not thinking. You know what I mean? Like, shit. And that's the same thing now. Like so it's easy for me. And now I noticed like that's all we're doing. Like I noticed that shit. It's other niggas that's just gonna like overthink it and wait a year and you know what I mean. Like no, we already have the album is already sitting in front of you.
For sure. You know what's funny is like anytime we talk, I feel like recently I've had a few conversations with like folks in regarding the Kendrick moment that happened and like kind of like LA in general in terms of quote unquote hit records has had like a serious drought. But the one exception to that drought, whether it's been a year or two, however long the quote unquote drought has been Soak City. Mm-hmm. Right? So like Soak City is like the record that got to #1 out of LA at radio in multiple formats. And, you know, I remember you getting booked in Florida and shit like 9-10 months ago. Like, do you feel like you're like any weight of like the LA representation nationwide on your shoulders?
Nah, because I feel like LA don't make me feel like I'm just that nigga. Like LA doesn't make me feel like, oh, you doing it for us, bro.
Right.
I feel like when it comes to stats and these songs, like y'all singing my shit, cause ain't nobody else shit to sing.
Right.
But it's like I don't feel like. Oh
you
yeah.
feel like LA hasn't embraced you?
I feel like certain people have, right. But I feel like as a culture, like LA, like it's not like how it was for Kendrick, which I'm not saying it should be that because
it also wasn't like that for Kendrick initially.
Oh, okay.
It took him a while to get
I didn't know, you know, I don't.
Well, you were fucking like 7 years old.
Yeah, young like.
Yeah, like when Kendrick first came out, like he was like, I mean, look, he is a conscious rapper technically, right? So it's like it took a lot. It really took like Dre. He did that watch out for Detox freestyle but initially it was very, very like Kendrick almost existed outside of the ecosystem of like quote unquote LA rap. And I feel like I do think that there is something to be said about like you're just a kid having fun. And I think a lot of times in LA, like we get wrapped up in like artists who might be affiliated or might be quote unquote gangster rappers. And so I feel like you're kind of just doing your own thing, your own way. And
I'm just making music. And
I feel like it's just you're just on positive vibes, bro. Like you're doing you. So I think LA's fucking. I mean, you sold out the Novo, bro. That's a big deal.
It's pretty big.
And that was like your graduation party, right?
Yeah. I think like I don't know. I think it's important for me. I mean, even talking about this now with you, it's important for me to be grateful and appreciate what's here,
right?
And not what's not.
For sure.
Because if I think like that, that's the average human.
And then you're gonna psych yourself out, and I mean, that's kind of the 2 + 2 or the 1 + 1 = 2 thing. When people start thinking about what they don't got instead of worried, like, you know what I mean? That's when they start getting they overthink it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think too is like I already don't be in LA like that. So I think it's like if I did a big ass show and I seen people pop out, I'd be like, oh yeah, they do.
I mean, you had a big show. I mean, look, and then obviously getting off tour with OhGeesy had to be dope.
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy.
Because OhGeesy's like another one of those guys who's like, you know, Shoreline and OhGeesy for you know, one of the. I mean, their wave has been so influential on LA culture and just like LA artists. Like I think of Draco and Shoreline is kind of like a lot of the influence in terms of like a whole generation of quote unquote LA rap. So shout out to OhGeesy. Good guy.
Nah, for sure. One of the most genuine niggas I met, bro. And like I had so many conversations with him while on that tour that have nothing to do with music and nothing to do with bullshit.
Right.
And I like learned so much from him. you know what I mean? Because it's like outside of this work shit, because this is our job at the end of the day, right? But outside of this work shit, OhGeesy is on a different level.
Yes.
Whether or not he shows the world that, which is mean, you know, everybody kind of keeps to themselves. Like, you know, you don't give the world 100% of who you are, right?
Right.
But like, OhGeesy's a cool nigga, man.
And he's just sharp, man. You know, whether it's putting out, I think he's got his makeup line, or no, his eyelashes. He's got the Morisco spot. He's just an entrepreneur. He's a hustler. You know what I mean? For sure. And I just feel like somehow he's still underrated somehow.
Yeah, OhGeesy. I feel like niggas ain't gonna appreciate OhGeesy till you're not here no more.
Well,
because it's like you gotta think, bro. Like my niggas doing shows in Boise,
for sure.
Like
sold out in Boise, Idaho. Yeah,
Boise. We're doing Salt Lake City. We're not just doing like
like Bakersfield,
Minnesota, bro. We did Minnesota,
right.
Chicago,
right.
Fucking
crazy places. Yeah,
it's like, bro, and who else I'm gonna go on tour with?
Right. Was it pretty? The Saweetie remix whose idea was that? Was that your idea reaching out, or did she reach out? Or
no, yeah, me and the team got that right. I mean, strategic, bro. We need some females. I think I put a lot of niggas on songs. So City,
great video.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. Saweetie's she's also somebody who's fucking just cool.
Saweetie's cool as fuck. I remember at the music video when we were talking, bro. Like, she not to talk about exactly what we were talking about, but she's like aware. Like she's super aware.
Oh, she's super sharp, super hip, and she's very like, you know, you would think like she's like you know, she's had her own McDonald's meal, bro. So she's like fucking.
I forgot she had that shit. Damn, she's really a joint, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but if you talk to her, you wouldn't even get that. Like, you know, like she's not unapproachable. She's also like very.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She's cool as fuck.
Yeah, she didn't give like, oh, you know what I mean? Like she was just super cool. Like
a USC graduate too. Shout out to Saweetie.
I forgot she had the meal. Damn, bro.
Now that you're out of high school and you're very successful, would you ever consider getting like a degree just to get a degree?
Yeah, for sure. I think college is gonna be there forever.
It'll never not be there, that's for sure. Someone will always take your money to go to school.
Right. But I think like if I went back, I would make it would be intentional. How you said everything seems like I do it on purpose.
Yeah.
I would go back, maybe make an album around where I go. You know what I mean? Some shit like that.
That'd be hard. What would you go to school for? Do you have any idea?
This business, because that's what I was on. That's what I was on before this shit.
Yeah. Talk to me, man. You know, there was one of to me, the most flagrant, outside of the Freshman cover having the "Not Like Us" tagline, but the fact there was no one from LA, and to me, the biggest omission of that cover would have been yourself. Was that something that bothered you, not making that cover?
Of course, in that moment. But then I like kind of got out of it because it's a lot of niggas that done got snubbed. It's a lot of niggas that was great NBA players and got snubbed from the All-Star game. Great NFL players that didn't make the Pro Bowl. I don't mean I'm not great or I can't be great or whatever, you know, whatever bar that is that they have set for like, oh, this is what qualifies you to be XXL. Yeah. Cool, right? And I'm not here to say if I qualify or not. That's up to them. That's their list. At the end of the day, it's 100 fucking lists out here. It's complex. It's this. It's that.
Yes.
If you decide to make your own fucking top 10 list, it don't matter. But like, shit. Do I think I should have been on there? Yes. But am I on some like FXXL? No, because they could put me on
for sure. They can put whoever they want on. It's their list.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, I just look at it like, you know, there's been some all-time great guys who never was on the freshman list. Yeah. You know, they never put Drake on.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
You know.
Was that controversial? I wasn't tapped in at that time.
Well, I think that what ended up happening was by the time like it would have made sense to put him on, they just gave him his own cover.
Oh.
Which,
shit.
You know, it is what it is. And then the other thing, too, is like, I feel like I was just talking to Big X the Plug, and he was just saying how like he was just a little disappointed because this year's like class was not not everybody wanted to rap and shit. And he's like, yo, like, this is the freshman cover. Like, you gotta fucking rap on this shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think music is changing on top of, I mean, that's really what it is. You think about niggas ain't rapping no more. Like, even me, I'm not the most lyrical nigga.
Right, but I feel like you could tell me if I'm wrong, but if you were to be on that cover, you would have had something, right?
Hell yeah. I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just trying to give like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas.
You would have rapped though.
Hell yeah. I feel like too, I think a lot of niggas don't not even appreciate, but they don't like see the XXL shit the same way Big X may. Big X may see that and remember, oh yeah, this is XXL. I grew up watching this shit. My generation, it's like we only remember 2016. After that, we blinked.
Right, and some of those were just like, there were some interesting cypher moments. Like the XXS Tentacion moment was pretty crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. You see how it like started to like, it was just, not in my opinion, but I'm saying on some like big hip hop shit, it started to go down.
Yeah, it was more like once the SoundCloud era kind of kicked in, I feel like the freshman ciphers just got a lot more watered down, and it was like some of them would go viral because of like how interesting they were, how bad they were.
And then, I mean, even think now in the age of content, bro, like it's just going to continue to be that.
Yo, want to give a shout out to our sponsors at Odd Socks, baby, the most comfortable socks in the entire world. They got the Corona, they got the Office, man. They also just got the Tapatio, Street Fighter, plus the Odd Socks Basics are my favorite socks I've ever put on my feet. They're on my feet right now. I can show you. Look at this. It's an Odd Socks Basic right there. Bam! You see that, X? Anyway, listen. You got to go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code Bootleg. Save 20% off. Holidays are creeping up on us. Time to get some gifts. You could also do the underwear. Yeah, let's check these out. Little XL boys right here. All right. If you're into Naruto. If you're not into Naruto, that's not your thing. What are these? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Little Ghostbusters. Come on, man. Shout out to Odd Socks, oddsocksofficial.com. Promo code Bootleg. That's our family. We also want to say prayers and thoughts with them because they are located in the Tampa area. And we just want to say we love our dogs out there at Odd Socks. And please support oddsocksofficial.com. Also want to give a shout out. We got to talk about my bookie, all right? Football season is here. I've had one hell of a run so far when it comes to football season. Not only is it football season, but it's also baseball playoffs and NBA season is creeping. Preseason action's already in full effect. Get in it on all the action. Go to MyBookie right now, mybookie.ag. Sign up for a new account using the promo code Bootleg. When you sign up, you're going to get a first deposit bonus. Yes. It could be $200. It could be $1,000. Look, sign up, get that first deposit bonus. What I love about MyBookie that they just started, you can do a bunch of dope different parlays. Like let's say you want to do a touchdown score. You could do like a bunch of touchdown scores on the same ticket. And what I love, I just did this actually. This past weekend, I had 3 out of 4 of my legs hit on a parlay. And the fourth leg was looking good, but not sure. So I cashed out early and I was able to still make my money, win my ticket. It's amazing. Plus they got the live casino. You could play, I was just playing roulette. You could play blackjack with a live dealer on cam. It's amazing. MyBookie.ag. Get in on the action. When you sign up with that account, use the promo code Bootleg. And guess what? If you do sign up with a new MyBookie account and you use the promo code Bootleg, if you DM me on Instagram, I'm going to send you some Bootleg Kev Odd Socks and a little gift pack from all of our sponsors, all right? So go do that. Let's get back to the interview right now. Do you feel like, because we are a content-addicted society, and that can work for us and against us, I feel like consumers are just, they're so desensitized to everything because it's just content. Whether you're watching YouTube documentaries, whether you're watching Reels, TikTok, as an artist being in the content era of music, would you say that the content side is as important as the music now?
I think it's funny, like you asked me that, because you look at somebody like me, like I only have 200,000 followers as of today, right?
Right.
But I have a lot more records than niggas that have 1 million followers. And I think it's two sides of this shit. It's a side of like people that are entertained on Instagram and TikTok and shit, and like they have entertaining content. But then it's a side of like who's actually streaming.
Well, I think too, like, I think a lot of the genesis of like people discovering Soak City was through social media, right? So it was like, I want to say like, who were the early people who danced to it?
But see, okay, so it's like CJ Stroud, Storm,
Yes.
The Bar, like etc., right? But the point I'm about to make here is this. People heard the song because of people dancing, not my face, not
Correct.
content that I did. Nowadays, bro, people won't have a fucking anywhere near a hit, right? But they'll go do like one of the mic videos,
and then people will see their face. Oh, yo, you're the dude. You're
right, and then you'll get 800,000 fucking followers, not 800,000 streams.
Like
though.
that fat dude that looks like Peter Griffin. Do you remember that fat dude, that like the nerdy fat dude who dressed like Peter Griffin, the white dude who dressed like Peter Griffin on purpose, and he did the mic performance? I was like, I know that guy. I don't know what his fucking name is, but like you said, is the consumption of the product matching up to whatever virality you might have? Or because motherfuckers can be like, yo, I had a, on the radar freestyle that went crazy, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's like, are you converting to people going to consuming your shit or buying tickets to a show? Yeah,
these niggas, no, nobody's selling tickets. But I think that shit's gonna drop down because I think what's starting to happen and everybody knows this shit. Like these niggas are like labels are signing these people and it's not doing anything.
Correct.
So like when shit like that happens, change always occurs. Now how long that takes, but I don't think it'll be like that because it doesn't make sense. And it's a wasted investment. Yeah,
and like honestly, if you're a label, unfortunately, it's like you're kind of like hoping like 1 out of 10 artists, if you're a major label, hits. If you can get like one, let's say you're Atlantic and you sign 10 artists and one of them's Cardi B. You're like, okay, well, Cardi B is going to make up for all the money we might have lost off.
Yeah, shit like that, keep the lights on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why I think I've had conversations with my team about this before. It's like, bro, imagine we would have had the traditional artists today that like every week another nigga blows up on TikTok because of a video or content, whatever, and then like has 500K in the first 3 months or 800K, whatever, right? But it's like I could have been that, but we wouldn't have had shit or any records. And it's like, what's online motion without any records? Like that's what pays the bills, bro. But nowadays, with artists becoming content creators, bro, they're fucking eating off just that.
This is true.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's both sides. But I feel like with me, I'm I'm a unique case because I'm proving again and again that like, bro, at the end of the day, music is what matters.
Right.
And until that changes, until it's like, nah, bro, if you're not doing this good ass content, you're not streaming. But until then, shit, I'm just going to make good music. Like, cause take away social media, my shit's on the radio.
Well, I just saw you too. You did a speaking engagement in Phoenix. What was that about?
Man. That was like,
are you going to start doing more of that type of shit?
Yeah, I think it's this time I get into like who I really am and letting people know it's different sides of me. It's not just the music shit,
right?
Because everybody sees the social shit and then like, okay, has an opinion or talk shit or whatever they're gonna do. But then it's like, no, I'm over here too. You know what I mean? Like, cause the other guys are like over there with all the bullshit, but like I'm over here making sure we straight on like the corporate side,
right?
So then if all this shit collapse, I still could be that face that could represent, you know what I mean? Because it's like, who else going to represent black youth on that level?
Right. That's some crazy shit. That's real. Yeah. So it's like, yo, if the music goes away, like at least I like you're like, that's the thing is like the name of your guys' company is High IQ, right? So it's like, just that brand in general is like, you should have something of merit to say to people that people can at least gravitate towards.
And I used to be like, damn, like, big artists have like the label behind, like the label with the group or like whoever they hang out with and the aesthetic and all this shit. Like that's the new thing. Like everybody has like a look or a feel, right? But then like me, I used to be like, damn, so like my aesthetic gotta give. But now I think about it, it's like, bro, how IQ is that? And it's bigger than what I wear. It's bigger than who I hang out with. Because a lot of niggas' aesthetics stop at their fashion or who they hang out with. Or who their
buddies are.
Right. But me now, it's like...
Shout out to, hey, yo, that fucking Kendrick line where he was talking about Yachty. I don't give a fuck who you hang with. I was like, that's funny.
It's everything. It's everything, bro. It's fucking everything. It's like the high IQ could be anything. It's not just one thing. And it's so much more to me than just music.
Yeah, I think that's true, too, is like a lot of fans, unfortunately, are very shallow. And so, like, they're like, weirdly enough... associating like your validation or how much they want to fuck with you based on who you're hanging out with, which is weird, but that's a thing.
I mean,
but you've kind of skated through that because you're just making undeniable hit records. So you don't have to worry about like being in these weird ass fucking studio sessions or being like the awkward dude. Yo, let's get a flick for IG. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, I don't even, bro.
Yeah.
We not even in the mix for real. Think about that, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Think about if I was though. Like think about how all these other guys. I'm not no names. You'll know you'll know who I'm talking about. How other guys are moved around. So like oh hang out with these guys for a minute. Hang out over here.
It's
meet
just
these.
super weird, dude. It's weird. And I see it all the time. Where I'll be like,
yeah, and it gets to the point where like you get to a certain level, and now everybody's friends. But it's like.
But nobody's friends.
Yeah, bullshit.
Everybody's friends, but they're not.
Yeah, and I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I mean that's why I'm not like associated super early. I think it's gonna get to that point where it's like, damn, we didn't fuck with them early. But now if we want to fuck with them, we know we got to pay that fee, or not even pay the fee, bro. But it's like it's hard. It's a long line, bro.
Somebody else who wasn't necessarily, back to our conversation earlier, I would say necessarily embraced by LA early would have been Tyler.
Holy shit, Tyler's a good fucking case. He got on, and then it's like
everyone just forgot, like, dude, he's from LA.
And you think that's gonna happen to me? Look at what I've done. Look at what I've done.
Right.
Where I'm at, and like where the world is right now when it comes to like social media and culture. Think about it, and then look at me, how I look, how I carry myself.
Yeah, I think that could be it. But I do think at the very least, at least sonically, when I hear your records, it gives me West Coast, you know, the BPM, you know, it kind of gives me, okay, this is some West Coast or origined music, as to where I feel like when Tyler first came out, he was making like Yonkers is like fucking 76 BPMs and is like a really dark record, you know. But I'm wondering, have you guys connected? I know you guys were both at the pop out. I don't know if you guys have had any words or chopped it up or crossed paths.
That's one nigga I haven't met, bro, and I feel like I'm supposed to, but I feel like it hasn't happened because it's not meant yet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It'll happen.
Yeah, and I feel like I've talked to people that are like, oh yeah, like you and Tyler would be da-da-da. Like, oh, I know him. Da-da-da. That's I'm like, no, when it's time. You know what I mean?
When it's time, it'll happen.
And when it's time to hit, like when it, you know what I mean? When it's gonna hit, boom. You know, because for me, and I've said this in many interviews. It's like it's not super important to have just the feature, but I want to work with him on production, bro. He plays all his own instruments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, what could that do for me, bro?
Right.
Like, think about how even him, like, he met Pharrell. I've seen that video, and, like, it changed the way he thought about music. Bro, I haven't had that moment yet. I met all these street niggas, but I haven't met somebody that's, like, a genius, a musical genius that, like, may change the way I think and make music. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Everybody wants to, who is niggas taking pictures with? What chain they got? What's this? Bro, let me meet Pharrell. Let me meet Ye. Let me meet Tyler, the Creator. We don't know, you know what I mean?
Right, because you don't know what spark that could create in you.
Especially
because it's in you.
I'm a student of the fucking game.
Right.
These other niggas are just within this shit, and they're living it. They're living whatever artist name they are.
Right.
Me, I'm understanding that it's my business, and I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker go up as long as I just listen and take shit in, and I listen.
I love that, man. I love that. I was thinking too, like, for you, you know, you have a company now, so. But you're also an 18-year-old kid. Are you interested in finding other artists, or is it too early for that?
It's way too early. I think people may look at me on some, like, people DM me anyway, like, oh damn, bro, like this, that. Right. But it's like, bro, I'm not even in a position to put you on.
Right. I think that is like a very terrible attitude or approach, rather, not attitude, to music, is like thinking that there's like gatekeepers, because then if you think that that's your path, like, oh, someone has the power to quote unquote put me on,
yeah,
then you have a boogeyman to point at and be like, well, this fool just didn't put me on, or, you know, it's just like whatever. I just went through this shit with people saying like, I need to put more Arizona artists on, and I'm like, bro, I can't put nobody on. Like, who the fuck y'all think I am?
You gotta think, bro. If you go grab 3 Arizona artists and you just be like, post them on your page, what the fuck is that gonna do? I don't think people understand.
Also, I've done that with like 30 Arizona artists, so it's like, you know, yeah. but it's like it's really like there's this is like, do you have a zero barrier to the world as a musician?
Yeah,
there's a straight to fan base connection. So if what you're doing is resonating and you're playing with the algorithm and you're putting the work in, like that ain't got shit to do with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, shit.
It's interesting though. Because people will have that attitude, like, yo, 310babii, sign me, man, put me on. It's like, man, like, get your motion, get your work ethic together, get your regimen together.
You'll
like,
fuck around and fuck yourself up trying to put another nigga on.
For sure.
Cause then it's like,
Especially as an artist who's
bro, I don't think niggas understand, bro. If you do a song with somebody, bro, and that shit do not hit, but you're coming off a 7-song streak, that fucking 8th song, if it don't hit, you're all like you're done.
Yeah.
Especially today. I think back in the day, niggas could like kind of like trickle down and like pop back because there was no social media. Like a nigga could disappear and probably be straight.
Right.
Nowadays,
that happen all the time, yeah.
Oh my God, especially with Twitter and social media, bro, they'll get bashed, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You don't do that, bro. So it's like even with me, it's like super strategic, bro. How you said it's like intentional. Yeah, because we know, nigga, we playing what? Fire, nigga.
Yeah.
You, bro. Especially with me, bro. I'm not at. You know what I mean? I can't call no big guy to help me.
right.
We make the wrong step. That's the L.
Hey, we're about to kick off another interview brought to you by Hardin. That's right. If you're in Vegas, it's the #1 dispensary in the country, the craziest selection of premium cannabis. And all you got to do is shoot them a follow, Hardin_Las Vegas, HardinLasVegas.com. When you're in Vegas, tell them I sent you. Hey, shout out to our family at Blue Chew. That's right. A lot of people keep asking me, does Blue Chew work? First of all, of course it does. But if you don't believe me, you can get a month free supply of Blue Chew right now. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. Go to the website, bluechew.com. Use the promo code Bootleg, and you'll get a month supply for free. Now, what is Blue Chew, fellas? If maybe you're dealing with a little erectile dysfunction, it happens to everybody, all right? Or maybe you just need a little extra, a little extra pep in your step, all right? Blue Chew is the best. First of all, I've used it, and it is amazing. Just fucking massive. They give you an extra inch. At least it feels that way. All right, I can't make that claim officially, but it feels like an extra, at least a halfer. Nonetheless, same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis, but of course in a chewable form. And there's no weird in-person doctor's visits. You do it all online. It's all done on the internet. It's delivered to your house in discreet packaging. Yeah, it's a vibe. Plus, they got the new mint chewables, which are amazing as well. Look, BlueChew.com. Get your dick right, fellas. Please. Your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever you're into. Well, thank you for it. All right. BlueChew.com, promo code Bootleg. Get a month supply for free. Let's get back to the interview.
Was there anybody who you were trying to get on the Soak City remix or almost got on the Soak City remix that just didn't quite come to fruition? Because I'm assuming everybody was trying to get on it. No.
A couple of niggas was trying to get on that. But it got to the point where it was too many fucking people. Because we started saying, like, not saying yes, but it was more, me, I'm like happy.
Because it ended up being what? Blue Bucks, Blueface, and OhGeesy.
Tyga.
And was it YG?
Blue Bus Clan.
Okay. Because I was thinking, fuck, Chris Brown would be crazy on the fucking Soak City remix.
Bro, you gotta think, bro, anybody could did it.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, it was a hell of a lineup.
Yeah, anybody could did it. I think I created one of them songs that didn't matter.
Like, who was on it? Also, like, the original gets played more than the remix, which is also
That's
dope.
all the remix did is promo for the original shit.
For sure. Your sound, we know kind of like the records we've gotten from you so far, and they're all very much in the same kind of vein of like party music. Is there any plans to kind of like try to step out of your comfort zone? Maybe not this album, because you know what your fans want.
No, this album has that.
It has
But
it
this
on
is
it.
the thing. I think now people are going to see, okay, like, there's party songs because people dance to them.
Of course.
If people dance to my shit, I can't control that. The only song I intentionally made party songs to was Soak City, Rock Your Hips, Pink Whitney, Back It Up.
Boom.
Any other song that's like a little bouncy, maybe a little bit.
They dance, yeah.
Right, I'm telling you songs I put that behind
Right.
it. That's the energy I'm putting, like, you know what I mean? So, this album, 310 Degrees, bro, it doesn't sound like fucking Soak City. It doesn't sound like Rock Your Hips. And I think now people are going to appreciate his beat selection. Like talking about me. People are going to finally see, okay, this nigga does have beat selection. But the thing is this, right? People don't understand. You got to keep the fucking lights on, bro.
You have to.
This sounds da-da-da-da. Nigga, are you paying my bills?
Right.
Because if I fucking fall off, then
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, for
then
sure.
oh, he fell off, bro. Let me do what I gotta do. I think
You got to
people
keep the
don't-
lights on.
People don't understand the music business, bro. People, because I think people are so caught up in like like y'all don't know, bro. You don't know what I got. I could probably, bro. I could have some songs right now that I'd be like, yeah, bro. Like me and my homies fuck with it. I know kids gonna fuck with it. But if they don't, if they don't feel like, if everybody else don't feel like, no, that's it, then it's not gonna. You know what I mean? So like, you know, like
For sure.
just be patient and let me figure this shit out, because I feel like, not even I feel like, bro. I feel like I'm a musical genius, bro. Honestly. And I feel like all I can do to prove that to everybody is just continue to work. No matter what I say. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. Action is way stronger than words. So I'm saying that respectfully and humble, but I just have to keep proving myself. And after this album, people will see like, oh shit. Not necessarily like, I'm not saying you're going to listen to this album and think I'm yay.
Right.
It's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not saying that this is going to be the best album I ever fucking drop. But what I'm saying is I want you to watch my growth and start to look at my trajectory like, okay, he's getting better. That's what people don't track. People track clout, fucking chains, and money.
Track the progress.
Track the progress, because making progress is better and way different than making money. Just watch bro. Yeah, you'll listen.
I mean, the progress has to be documented, because if you go from your first record being platinum and being recorded on an iPhone, that's about as ground zero as it can possibly get. So
yeah, you when you hear the album, you'll be like, okay, oh shit. You'll be able to now, because of so many songs,
right? You'll
be able to, kind of see, okay, this is obviously for his kids. I mean, for the kids, right? Okay, now I fuck with this and I see where he's going. Like, it's some records on there that are gonna surprise you. And I'm not saying, artists, we always try to oversell our shit. Of
course.
You'll listen and just see.
For sure. What was it like for you? Did you understand the gravity and the moment of coming out for the pop out?
No, I still don't.
Crazy night. I mean, it's like a night in hip hop history, you know?
And that's what I'm saying, is I still don't, because
Mustard brought you out. Yeah.
I still like it. I know what it is, but you got to think it's still so current. It's still like,
when you're in it, you're not really. Yeah,
it's like that's right now.
Right.
Like, you got to think we're still in that era. We're still in that Drake Kendrick era.
For sure.
Right. But it's like, I think you guys lived through a lot of shit. You guys lived through a lot of historical hip hop moments,
right?
To where you guys understand early, especially with you guys being older, noticing other moments that you may not have been a part of. And now that some people were able to participate in it, now they're like, oh, I was a part of a legendary hip hop moment. I think as I get older, I'll start to really understand more and more. I think I get it now, but you got to think it's like, bro, everybody out there is old as fuck, bro, older than me. Like, it doesn't hit yet.
Right.
It doesn't hit yet. It'll hit later.
Were you able to meet Kendrick that night?
I shook his hand, on something like that.
That's cool.
I mean, shit. You got to think, bro. A lot of niggas can't even fucking get a hold of Kendrick. So
for sure,
that was dope as fuck. I always wondered if Kendrick fucked with me. I always wondered. I think everybody's on some once he popped back out, Kendrick doing a song. I'm not on that shit. Right. That's not. You know what I mean? That's a headache alone, right?
Right.
But I always be like, damn, do Kendrick fuck with me? Damn, do this nigga fuck with me? Because it's one thing for LA artists to fuck with me, but it's one thing for the top LA artists to fuck with me.
For sure.
The legends.
Because that's what really matters.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think what's gonna happen, bro, and I think it's kind of happened. It starts happening a little. Once I drop Rock Your Hips, it happened. But I just need the dominoes to start falling. I think what's really gonna do it, BET. You know what I mean? Shit, that's past tense now, huh? But BET Awards, that for sure helped me a lot, because, I was nominated. They said my name on TV. Hundreds of thousands of people saw that shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I'm doing this shit, bro. It's shit crazy. Even just talking about it, it's so much. But we're just going to keep working, keep our head down, and we're going to look up one day, and it's going to be beautiful.
You're an LA kid, but have you adopted the Texans as your football team?
I'm a supporter. The same way
you be outside with the Texans.
The same way I'm a Laker fan, but I'm a Clipper supporter.
Right.
So I'm a Rams fan, but I'm a Texan supporter.
Yeah, I mean,
CJ.
plus the Texans are the AFC, Rams are your NFC, so it's like,
yeah, that's fair.
The only time you really got to choose up is if they each play each other in the Super Bowl.
It don't look like it's gonna be that.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no. The odds of that would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, the Rams look like they're kind of, they're
not, brother. Hold on.
They're probably gonna be rebuilding, and
The Rams have a pattern. I don't know if you've noticed. Give us like 3-4 years ass. Give us one strong year.
Well, they've also been fucked with injuries. Like Cooper Kupp's
That's what
out,
it be.
Puka Nakua's out. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it be.
Tons
I mean,
of
that's
injuries.
football though.
Yeah, that's football for sure.
Look, we were 2018, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give us like 2026. Bro, yeah, I think it's coming right back to LA.
Yeah, it's true.
That Rams probably gonna be in the Super Bowl. Hopefully, shit.
Yeah, we'll see. Are you excited for the Lakers and JJ Redick to be the coach?
That shit sound fake as fuck. Even you saying that. That's
Just
crazy.
like him and LeBron doing a podcast after every game and shit. That'd be funny if they did
Bro,
that.
these niggas, you know, it's wild though. I feel like the team chemistry will be there. I just don't think it's like championship team.
No, it's just not a championship team for sure.
It's just not a championship team.
But then you see the way LeBron and AD play for Team USA, and you're like, yo, can y'all do that shit for the Lakers?
You know what I think it be though, bro? Like, niggas be getting fed up.
Yeah.
I think people forget that. Like, these athletes be having attitudes, personality. Like, nigga, I'm making $30 million.
It's a lot of egos in the locker room, and
right, that's what I'm saying. You gotta think these grown-ass men.
When you're on the Lakers, they talk about you on TV all fucking day, and there's
Hollywood, yeah.
Well, there's just no way you don't, even like if you try to ignore Stephen A. Smith or whoever, Skip Bayless, like that shit will creep into your aura. Like, you know what I mean?
And you start playing like shit, thinking
It's like you're on the Thunder. Like, no one's talking about you on the fucking Thunder.
Nigga, you can go to the Thunder and start dropping 30 a night, nigga, quiet.
Nobody will say shit.
Nick, bro, that's what happened.
They barely just started giving love to Shea this past year for real, like nationally.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like, he been balling on the fucking Thunder.
I think this will be a big season for him. But you know what it is though is it's like I don't think a lot of people do this. We gotta start looking at these NBA teams for what they are. They're businesses.
For sure.
Right? And if these businesses is not fucking booming, you're not gonna put them on TV, nigga. We don't
Right.
care about them. The
100%.
Lakers, I think the Lakers is more than winning. It's more than winning.
Big business.
It's big business. It's a fucking
And LeBron is more than winning. He's LeBron.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
these are big ass brands. Like
sure.
the it's like how can I? The Lakers are equivalent to an older artist that's touring off his shit from 20 years ago.
It makes sense.
That's all it
Have you
is.
been to the Clippers' new stadium?
Not yet.
It's fire.
Bro, I need to go.
First night I went there, their app was down, and the whole place runs through this app. So I was like in the VIP, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the food it'll register that you have it, and you walk out with it, so it'll charge you." But the app was down, so I had so much free food. I was like, "Oh shit, they're not charging me. Let me go get some more."
Oh shit.
Shout out to Steve Ballmer, man. I cracked at least $300 worth of food on your ass, man. Anyway, look,
Man, he's pissing $300.
he's for sure. He's what? So your album is officially out. 310 Degrees.
310 degrees, man.
For people who don't know, let's give them a point of reference because I'll talk to like radio people who are not necessarily the hippest people in the world. It's 310, baby. But
310, baby. People say 310. I didn't got used to that shit.
people say 310, baby.
Yeah, at this point, I don't give a fuck, man.
That's what I was going to say. Like, just for people to know, it's 310, baby, not 310, baby.
You know, I think, bro, like when I win my like first award and I'm on TV and shit, I gotta tell people, bro, it's 310. It's not 310, baby.
Hey, guys, you know that 310, baby? Like, what?
What? The fuck?
310, baby.
At least they calling me something, nigga.
At least they're calling you something, man. Go support the album. I'm sure you got more visuals coming off of it.
You already know,
in the
crazy
can.
fucking visuals.
Rock Your Hips going crazy at radio. Even Pink Whitney's still doing that. We're playing it in LA, man. So shout out to all the success, brother. I'm proud of you, man.
And thank you.
310 adult. No longer a baby. He can buy cigarettes and vote.
That's crazy. Niggas buying cigarettes at 18. I thought that was 21.
You can buy a vape.
So
No,
you could buy-
cigarettes.
so you could buy
Nicotine is
cigarettes-
18.
You can buy cigarettes at 18, but not liquor.
Correct.
I mean,
I think the difference is liquor
liquor fucks you up.
affects your judgment. Cigarettes just affect your lungs.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Like no one's ever like crashed a car off of a cigarette. Like, man, I just had so much nicotine in me. I crashed into a restaurant. Anyway, 310, baby. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, bro.
My guy. Fire.
I'll be back, man. Again, man. Album 3, bro. Motherfuckers.
There it is.